Okay, there is no intro because I look absolutely crazy right now, but we are back with a new video. I am so excited. I have missed recording so much. You guys hear all the sounds in the background already. Brad just came home from doing the grocery shopping. Life is going great. But we are back with a new video. I have this, clearly I haven't lost my touch. We have just been having so much family time, and as you guys know, by the time you guys are seeing this, it's gonna be, well, tomorrow or late tonight, I guess. But it's either way, it's a new video. The holidays are coming up, and by holidays, I mean Halloween, which I love. But you guys know I have a small business. I will link everything down below so you guys can check out what I've been up to as Roman comes right behind me wondering, Mommy, you're filming again. But I've just been so busy with cake orders. It has been incredible. Yeah, it's been, oh, Roman wants to help record. Okay, anyway, we're gonna get into the video, but I am so excited. We're gonna make a honey mustard chicken, and I'll be honest, I haven't figured out the sides yet, but maybe we'll just do a veggie and corn. Corn's a vegetable, but yeah. You can absolutely do this recipe with, of course, chicken that I'm using. You can use any and every cut, maybe just not wings because the skin isn't gonna get crispy, but I am using chicken legs. This is just 5 of them. Don't ask me why I had to count them, but these were $1.79 at Target, and there was $1 off coupon, so 79-cent chicken legs I think is incredible. Now I'm just gonna add all of these in here. So like I said, you can do pork chops, you can do chicken breasts, you can do chicken thighs, really whatever cut you have. Haven't tried it with beef, so I can't really tell you, but chicken and pork, definitely the way to go. And I know some of you guys are watching this like, oh my God, she just put raw chicken in there, like she's not gonna season it. We are gonna add the seasonings, but you guys know I am the master of not making more dishes than I have to, because why would we? So I'm gonna start with adding a little bit of oil. We're gonna do some salt, couple cracks. Remember, a lot of it's gonna get stuck to the pan. Okay, I know this is super loud on camera. About, I'd say, a teaspoon of salt here. If you don't have, which don't ask me why I was gonna say if you don't have salt, but you could definitely use chicken bouillon if you wanted to like bump up that chickeny flavor. But once again, you just don't wanna make it too salty. Then we're gonna add some black pepper. I know some of you guys hate that I like don't really measure these things, but I mean, this is just real home cooking here. I just put, you know, whatever I think is good until my ancestors are like, okay, that's enough. Then super simple garlic powder. I'd say about a teaspoon. Then same, about a teaspoon of onion powder. Since all that is kind of powdery, a bit more oil. Then, if you guys are wondering why I didn't do the backside, we're just gonna mix all of this. And I just realized I forgot one ingredient. Hold on. Okay, paprika, secret ingredient. Why is it the secret? Because paprika equals color. I always tell you guys, paprika has no flavor, in my opinion, just color. So I like to mix it. Was I using my other hand? I don't know. We're just gonna use both hands, but I know you guys are like, where is the honey? Where is the mustard? All of that is gonna burn if I were to add it now, because of course this is, for one, bone-in, skin-on chicken. But also it's a chicken leg where this part's way smaller than this part. So this bottom piece is gonna cook way faster than the top will. So we are going to mix, and you guys have seen me whenever I make chicken legs, I like to take a knife and sometimes cut slits into them just to penetrate the skin and the surface a lot better so that everything kind of cooks more evenly. But like I said, not doing a whole lot of dishes here. Okay, now we can go wash our hands and we'll come back. Okay, with freshly cleaned hands, we're gonna turn this up to about a 6 on our stove, and we're just gonna let it get nice and hot, and then we're gonna add the lid. So whenever you are cooking anything that has a bone, obviously the skin on this not gonna get very crispy until maybe the end, but we're not really going for crispy skin here. We're just going for nice, juicy, fully cooked meat. So add the lid, you're gonna trap in all of that steam from it cooking. If it starts to smell a little burnt, depending on how high or how wide your pan is, it might or it might not. Feel free to add a couple tablespoons of water in the bottom. I wouldn't really add too much oil because then it's gonna get greasy. It's gonna start frying, which will be good, but when the water from the lid, when you turn it sideways, then you're gonna get some splattering. So add the lid, then we're gonna cook it about 10 minutes on each side, and we'll check back. Okay, so our chicken has been cooking for about 10 minutes. Now, I wanna try to get the skin crispy. We'll see if we achieve that. Now, it's gonna be super loud when I take the lid off. So we're gonna give our chicken a nice flip. Ooh! Okay, we are getting an excellent amount of color here. Ah! Okay, and then once it pretty much looks like that on all sides, and of course you temp check it and see that it's fully cooked or just cut into it, then you know you are good. But I'm telling you, the lid is the most important part here that is going to, for one, help everything ensure. It helps everything. Oh my goodness, my words. The lid is what helps it cook better. There we go. Amber, just stop. Okay, now we're gonna work on our sauce. Okay, now for our sauce, you guys ready for how easy this is? We are gonna do 1/4 of a cup of honey, which is also known as 4 tablespoons. And probably 1 more squeeze, that's good. Then 2 tablespoons of honey. I'm using the Mustard Girl sweet and spicy honey. You can use yellow mustard, Dijon, grainy, any other type of mustard that I just can't come up with right now. But I just remembered that I had the sweet and spicy one in the pantry, so I figured why not? This is actually a brand new bottle, so just have to make sure it doesn't do that, like, you know that ketchup-y liquid squeeze where it's just water and then it's ketchup? Yeah, nope. 2 tablespoons. And trust me, let me be the first one to tell you guys, and I know it's crazy, I have like 7 different types of Mustard Girl mustard because they are incredible. They're a small business for one, so I definitely recommend checking them out. I'm not sponsored whatsoever, but they were kind enough to send me one of every flavor that they have, and they are really good. But let me be the first person to tell you guys, I don't like mustard. I'm not a type of person who, when I order, maybe I should mix this up while I'm explaining to you guys my story, right? That would be helpful. Okay, let me use my little fancy one that my grandma gave me. Oh, this is really thick, but this is it. Now, of course, we can season it with a bunch of other things, but our chicken should be pretty flavorful with what it already is. And look, we just made honey mustard and it's sweet and spicy as well. But I'm not the type of person to like put mustard on a sandwich or on a burger. That's not really me. But now, if you guys have had an In-N-Out burger, you guys know when they're cooking them, they squeeze a whole bunch of mustard on the top, on the bottom. That is what gives you like that signature In-N-Out flavor. Okay, Roman is letting you guys know. I love that. I just don't like mustard by itself. Like, ugh. I think any condiment by itself is just nasty. Like ketchup by itself, no. But on a corn dog, absolutely. Anyway, enough about my life story of mustard. But honey mustard, there we go. Now, feel free to double this or just to add more mustard if you want. I always tell you guys, taste for seasoning. Just because I like it this way, you might like it the reverse way. Maybe you want 1/4 of a cup of mustard and 2 tablespoons of honey. Up to you. Also, if you don't have honey, feel free to use maple syrup. Please don't use corn syrup. That stuff is disgusting. Yeah. Okay, now we can check back on our chicken. I think we are almost done here. Take off the lid. We'll see how it's doing. Okay, we're getting some good color. I did turn the flame down a tiny bit, or maybe Roman did, who knows. But this is pretty good. But remember, we are going for cookedness or doneness, not color here. So you can have it be super nice and charred on the outside and it could still be completely raw on the inside. So thermometer or just opening it with a fork, do what you got to do. But I think we are good here. Okay, I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes and then we'll come back. Okay, our chicken is fully cooked and it smells heavenly. But now I am not even gonna lie to you guys, I added about a tablespoon of just regular barbecue sauce to this because it was a bit too sweet and I kind of wanted more like complexity. Oh, what am I on Food Network here? I just wanted to kind of like, I just wanted it to taste better. Let's just put it that way. So we're just gonna pour the sauce all over. Now I have the pan off for this because of course, like I said, sugar will burn. So if the heat is on, it is just gonna continue to cook. You guys know I'm gonna scrape it out a bit more, but it's also gonna mix with all of the beautiful fond in the bottom. Can you guys see that color already? It's just gonna mix with all of the juices here. So don't worry, it is gonna thin out a bit because as the chicken sits, it's going to release its beautiful juice. And it's just extra saucy. Now, if you do want to make it a bit thicker, feel free to cook it down a bit more. But I personally think this is perfect. Okay, y'all ready for this? We're gonna do fluffy white rice. Nice good bed, why not? Our veggies of some super buttery, salty corn. Is that a lot? Probably because it definitely just fell on the counter. Okay, shh, don't tell anybody. Then you can add your beautiful sauced up chicken, spinning it in that sauce. Oh my goodness. Y'all know I like my food super saucy. Okay, I realized my other light wasn't on, but just, I mean, Look at this. What? Dinner is served.